Hello, and welcome to another episode of Fragments of Fragments. Today I'm just sitting on the balcony before we go home, and I thought I'd share this with you. Some thoughts I've had a few weeks ago and again during this week, just regarding animal welfare and the choices that we make when we eat our meals and do our shopping. And by no stretch of the imagination am I a vegan or a strict vegetarian, but during my journey, trying to reduce the suffering that I bring into the world, trying to reduce it, you have to think about the animal suffering that goes on in factory farms. And so this vlog stems from a thought that I had a while ago sitting in McDonald's, and the same thoughts have been coming out several times this week at the meals in the restaurant, in the buffet, and the thoughts are how many animals died to feed the people in here at just why I'm there. So you go into McDonald's, you sit down, order your meal, eat your meal, and then you leave, and everyone's in there doing the same thing. But how many animals would die just to, in that half an hour or so, to feed the people in there? And then in the restaurant here at the hotel, same sort of thing. There's piles of bacon and hamburgers and sausages, and how many animals died to feed the hotel residents on a daily basis. And this is like a micro level, isn't it? One person in one McDonald's, or one person in one hotel buffet. But then think how many McDonald's there are in the world, or how many all-inclusive hotel buffets there are in the world. And then that's the macro scale. How many animals die across the world every day to feed us. And like I say, I'm no vegan or vegetarian advocate, but it's just the thought that came, and trying to be a bit more conscious and think a bit more about it. I thought I'd share it with you, and maybe you can think a bit more about it and be a bit more conscious with your choices. And so it's very difficult to think about the suffering that goes on in a factory farm unless you see an image or a video. And then it becomes, anyone that's seen any of these animal cruelty documentaries, it's enough right there. Just see one scene of the terrible suffering, one scene, and it's enough to make you stop eating meat forever. So maybe if you're interested, maybe watch one of them and see how it makes you feel. And another thought experiment to do to bring it closer to home is this. We've all got, or many of us have got pets, or have had pets, or have got family members with pets, or have had a pet, or know someone with a pet. And so here's a thought experiment, to make it hit home, to bring it home. If you've got a pet dog or cat, or maybe a pet rabbit, or whatever, whatever, when I say pet, whatever animal comes to mind, keep that in mind. And so I've become the king, and I'm tyrannical. I do whatever I want. There's no rules that apply to me, and I can do whatever I want in anyone's house all across the land, because I've got my soldiers that will just kill anyone who gets in the way. It's no problem. So I come into your house, and you've got breakfast ready, and you're a vegetarian, so you've got a nice vegetarian breakfast. You've got some breads and spreads to put on them. You've got some fruit, and you've got some cereal. and you say, oh, hello, King Louis, welcome, please help yourself to some nice breakfast. You can have anything you want here, it's all yours. And then I look over at your pet dog or your pet cat. Let's say it's or both. In this instance, you've got a pet dog and your cat, and I say to you, nah, I like meat. I want to eat a meat breakfast. So I send my soldiers out to slaughter and kill your cat and dog and get the fillets or whatever, the legs or the breast or whatever you'd eat in a cat or a dog, and bring it into your kitchen and fry it up. And then I have it in a sandwich with ketchup on, and I eat it there in front of you, and that's your animal. And honestly, there's not really too much difference between what goes on in a factory farm and that thought experiment or story that I've just shared with in your house, eating your pet. You know, the only difference is how close you are to that animal that you love, your pet, and how far away the factory farms are, how out of sight they are, so you don't even see them. And so, like I say, I'm not really pushing for vegetarianism or veganism here. I'm just trying to think a bit more about the suffering that I inflict upon the world, trying to reduce that. So hopefully by watching this vlog, you will think about it a bit more as well and do your part to reduce the suffering. Hopefully being on the balcony with the cars going by, hopefully it's not been too difficult to hear me, and if it has, then so be it. But thanks for watching. Yeah, have a think about your choices in regards to your diet. Alright, be good, see you soon, bye.